I was mortal once. A prince then. A prince now. I am the God Slayer!
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 5 of our Kevin the Daemon Prince SFO and Old World campaign. In today's episode we are here to finally bring some smoke on and back towards Grombrindal's way. He started this war and we are here to finish it. Though I think we started this war when we declared war because of Azazel trying to make friends. Either way we shall finish it. With Kevin here I'm going to grab one more unit of Chaos Furies of Slanesh. That armor piercing and anti-large is very nice. And then we'll grab ourselves the new hero. So, a iridescent horror of metal or Tzeentch. We've got the magical waves and a Malak Corruptor. Or we've got Van Schal, who just have a Trickster Shard ability bound to him. It'll give us a little bit of extra ammo for all of our horrors. And then this Pynon fellow that has 40% more movement range. Welcome, Chagazi-Faos? I'm not going to be able to say that one properly. They're usually names that, if you say them the right way, actually say something else. He's the Transcriber of Fate. CAP. Roll cap. I'll have you join up with Kevin. Whenever you can, good sir. Says he has movement through the settlement, but I guess not. Could be because Lagazor is in the way. That's alright, he'll be able to join up next turn. Laozi's still going to stay outside the Gore Hunt Hall as Surthak chases Kazran around. The only settlement we can't defend just by the settlement garrison itself is the Gore Hunt Hall, so as soon as they're dealt with, I'm going to bring Lao Tzu over to explore this mysterious island. See if we can get in another fight with some more vampirates. I have chucked out his bubonic frolickers, the frolickers bubonic. And what do you know? You insult Grandfather Nurgle's ROR unit and kick him on out, and he interrupts you with some sneezes. So I could cut that out so your eardrums didn't explode. We just kicked them out for the upkeep production. That way we can start building up a little bit of our income while we could do our best to play a little bit tall with the settlements we already did claim. While Kevin comes up here and it deals some damage to the Dawi. Because we apparently despise mountain climate, even though I bet you a lot of where we're at down here is going to be mountainous. We're not going to be giving any of it to the Norskins, but still a little bit unfortunate that all of the territory we're going to be fighting over is going to be unpleasant for us. We're demons, what do we care about mountains? Either way though, that'll be our turn. Our Kimry is gone. We should have taken the opportunity to declare war on them while we had the chance. Looks like Kolek was the one that finished them off, so we have Kolek over here as well. And there are so many dangerous factions on this side of the map. As of Fruits of the Garden, the Fly Lord asks only that his servants perpetuate the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, employing disease most foul to grease this eternal wheel. Delighted by your apparent devotion to decay, Grandfather Nurgle blesses each and every one of your warriors with a full body coating of pulsing assists and iron-hard calluses. Well, thank you, Grandfather. That sounds just horrible, but we'll gain the extra glory. We'll take it. 414. Now we can't quite reach the enemy territory to do some raiding, so we'll come on up in the channeling stance and make sure we have all of the extra ward saved for our whole army. Let's go on over here. If we can't reach Khazid the next turn here, we'll just start raiding our way through, starting to steal some goodies from our foes here. We'll have you join up. Start trading who we have here, and then by the time we take down maybe Khazid, we should have enough Tzeentch glory to be able to teleport. We can come back through over towards the monolith and add in these new spawn of Tzeentch we have access to. Don't see the Dawi anymore, so they've likely been wiped out. We will not go into march on fear that they might be nearby, but we'll start channeling. And we'll just walk on over towards the mysterious island over here. Great stuff. Do we have any extra demonic glory body parts? We gain the scythed arms.
Daemon Prince.
Methinks that's not going to be a good one for us. The left arm would be great to turn into just a blade. But that's the right arm, so we would lose our extra spells and our Gates of Chaos, so absolutely not, even though I look at the damage of 188. Even losing the weapon. That's pretty scary. Kevin, you keep doing your channeling thing, and do so in our territory, but let's go all the way to the edge. There we go, then we can keep replenishing and maximize our movement. We're also going to come on in here and offer to join these guys' war with the Ghosts of Fatwalks. Ooh, in return for military access and your gold.
I knew you would accept.
Zazel and Kevin. Best buds.
Take us to the brink of agony.
Definitely. I will come on in here and grab the Architect's column for even more gold. Looking a little bit suspect for income currently. Red Room. A shimmering rift appears beyond which flies a zigzagged floor, bound by crimson curtains. The room is empty save for 4 bone-white plinths, each of which bears an eldritch icon. Dark gods wish to know where your loyalties lie. We could take the Howling Chalice for more weapon strength for foreign units. So it's specific. Well, let's go ahead and make sure we are good friends with the Tzeentchian factions. Gives us 20 extra armor for our Tzeentch units, which is most of what we have here. Yeah. Also ensures that Kairos doesn't randomly stab us in the back. At least for a little bit longer. You're improving with the Fate Weaver.
It will aid my conquest.
Oh, and we can indeed... Oh, we can't. So we can reach him in channeling stance, but we're going to be tired in the battle. The fact that we can reach them means we should go for it, though. I'm scared of nothing here. Bring it on, Dawi. Got a single unit of catapults. We definitely need to fight this battle. Even though it gives us a decisive win, let's make sure we minimize those losses. To the field. Alright. And why are we all the way over here? Pressed against the wall? This is the best way to get blown up by catapults, guys. This is not the way. Although it has created a horrifying amalgamation. Proper amount of dark magic, we can turn this into a single entity. Demonic centipede. Alright, let's make sure our heroes are up front. This will be mostly a Avengers style battle with them leading the charge. The Allura is hiding behind the woods here, and then the Blood Reaper is as well. The very low lighting is actually causing us a little bit of funkiness. Let's have the blue horrors up front. Yeah, they've got barrier, and who really cares if they get shot up? We've got the spear marauders as well, which we will keep in front of them. So they're actually more tightly packed, so they'll take more damage from those catapults. Fire all the way up to us, so let's fall back ever so slightly. Just to the edge of their range, so even if they do fire on us, they have a chance of missing. We'll take these devoted marauders, hide them in the woods here. Bloodletters we'll put in the woods on this side, although they're not as fast as the demonettes, so we'll keep them just behind everyone else. Frothing. Demonettes over here, ready to intercept. D1 trying to go around. Our pink horrors, I kind of want to put behind the woods over on this side. Seekers are good for just about anywhere because they are invisible. Follow the Sky Wraiths. Shrieking Sky Rays and our Furies will keep up in the front. And the Slaaneshi ones because they don't have a barrier. Anyone with a barrier is going to be a tank. Front line, missile troops, and then our beasties. Plague drones, let's keep you back in the back. Very, very good units for eliminating more unfortunate quarrelers. Let's get it going. I'm a little bit confused. They had an explosion that went off right off the bat. What was that? They get an extra unit? I'm slightly confused. Either way, we're going to go ahead and move over here and deploy a bit of a distraction. And then we're just going to charge old Kevin in and land him on this catapult. Anyone wishes to try anything funny? Oh, that's Grombrindal. Excuse me, what? A white dwarf appears at times of need. Alright, you're gonna want to leave because that's Grombrindal. Well, that makes this battle a little bit more fun. Unleash Hades with the first volley. They're gonna get run down by the Great Warriors, or the Great Axe Warriors. That's actually pretty funny. Flames are still getting seriously good damage. Also, Arcane Surge on Big Papa. You're just a metal mage. Let's have you moving across the field. There's no way they can do anything about it. Unfortunately for them. Grombrindal moves quick though, doesn't he? Get out of there. Grombrindal's fighting our blue horrors. That's just the Thane. Still a better fighter than most. Let's get everyone moving. Doesn't look like they're gonna come up here towards us, so let's have our squad start advancing on them. Alright, keep moving again. No reason to take all that free fire from the crossbows there. Let's go after the grudge throwers. They just can't do much until the enemy turns around. Sky Rays and the Fury squads. Let's get moving. Oh, did Grombrindal leave? Oh, you just have to outlast him. That's no problem at all. Up and out of there. You charge into these Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. Go ahead and land here. They are going to be forced to turn and fight you, but we can stop them from firing on us for a moment at least. A bit of metal spells here in Kevin's area. You go fight the Thane. All blue horror squads move up and blast these quarrelers to bits. Marauders of Tzeentch, you just find a new target once everyone else is in there. Death for Corn. I dropped the Thane's armor. A lot of magic we had to use there. Blue horrors behind the enemy though. Charge these fools. Summoned blue horror has been doing great. Drop the laser beams here around Kevin. That means you need to fall back before you take too much damage from the lasers. Love that it blasted back here instead of anywhere important or useful. Well done, guys. Sky Rays move in. I can't believe how well the summoned unit of blue horrors did. They just explode. They just drop the Furies in here. Kevin rips apart the back line. No reason for the blue fire. I think that's more dangerous to our own units. Seekers, come help out the Papa. Big Bird Kevin needs some help. Demonic Seahorses of Doom. Win the day. Alright, it's so colorful playing Tzeentch. I'm gonna run down the rest of these poor, unfortunate Dawi in the dark here, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, a decisive win. Let's see how many coins we're able to extract from the Dawi. We choose the sack. Only 700, huh? That's not actually all that much. It'll take us quite a long time to rebuild anything we do damage. Let's go ahead and just occupy this settlement for Tzeentch. So very close to being able to teleport. And Kevin has become attack-minded, just one off from the Assault Expert, giving him a lot more melee attack when initiating the battle.
Daemon Prince.
We actually can mine obsidian. That'll give us Corn Glory. And upkeep reduction for all of our faction-wide Cornate units. We don't have very many of those currently. Steady trickle of Corn Glory would be pretty nice. Currently, though, I still think it's best just to go for pure gold. Another Soaring Siphon, even though we're getting a little bit less from this area. We are still gaining more from because Kevin's there around. All of his income buffs.
Marvelous. Magical.
I'll see you keep moving. Over here to the altar of spawns. You should be able to just build up winds of magic naturally because of the Tzeentch corruption. And one more turn we can add in Zangor's Forsaken, Spawn, and Flamers. Incredible. Provided we have access to all of them. Flamers are up near just after that 1430, so it's to be a long time before we get Flamers. Which ones do we have access to?
Marvelous.
Currently,
Magical.
we've got Spawn, the Forsaken, and the Zangors. These three will hold us over for the time being for sure. All very good frontline units, very tanky. Spawn are great at ripping armor off enemies.
The master deigns.
Yeah, I'd like you to step outside the settlement and build up more
Teleport.
magics for us if you can. Thank you kindly. 21% more winds of magic increasing. Don't quite have enough Slaaneshi corruption, so I'll probably have to add in one of those buildings over here at the Monolith of Haka, because I'd like to get both Slaaneshi and Tzeentch corruption here. Gold to be had at the Aceling's Conclave yet. What about over here at the Mountains of Hell? Can be upgraded all the way up to tier 3 if we had the gold, so we can save a little bit to get the Forbidden Citadel up to tier 2.
It's
How close are we over here? 9 more turns. It'll be quite a long time. Aceling's Conclave, if we saved at 4,000, would be good for. Not a bad idea. Do a bit of a saving of the gold.
So much power.
Or full Flesh Ripper. Flame resistance reduction. Armor and missile resist will be pretty nice. Let's just make you stronger though. 66 leadership is pretty good. Slaughter for that physical resistance up to what, 9%? 10% even better. More than I would have expected. Provided no magical attacks, he'll be doing excellent. Let's come on in here and grab the extra income building, the Soaring Siphon. Said we gained some more
It will aid my conquest.
body parts. We've got the Spiked Arms, which will give us the Infernal Gateway, which is a very, very strong vortex spell. A stationary vortex are always devastating to armored units, which we are about to throw down with. We'll switch the arm spikes out for the spiked arms, which, it's the same, but it's not. These hands are much more clawed and elongated, like the old Slan used to be. And a turd.
nothing will stop
Right,
me
turn is ours
now.
again. No Dawi in sight, and we've got dangerous winds. The winds of magic are changing. Ew. 10 turns, we've got 20% less research rate and a 20% more miscast chance for all of our spellcasters.
This world.
Pretty terrible. I guess we don't have any research at all, but that miscast extra chance is pretty meh. Don't like that so much. Supplements prior for more stealing. Indeed.
Hellish power.
Better training for our transcriber of fate. Evan, can you reach Kraka Worms Protect? There's no reason not to stop our crusade of doom then. Onward.
Must die.
Still no one defending this settlement. But it's going to make us have a proper siege. Didn't realize this was the settlement or the provincial capital. That's very pitiful. Give this one to the auto-resolve just because I'm curious to see what a decisive victory with low casualties means against the Dawi here as the Demons. Let's find out.
Feast of bloodshed
It's not good, Captain. Lost about half of our front line. And we will occupy this again for Tzeentch.
Chaos lives here now.
Chaos lives here now. Should now be able to teleport around. Watercade on our side. And yep, Tzeentch's gift has been secured. The battle chickens are ready. We can teleport. For one, beware.
I cannot be
3 ambushes are afoot. Gold camp is fantastic. Let's get that income flowing. Einar, I'm not sure what you're up to. You should leave. Who are you fighting? Go fight Kolek. What's improving? It's tolerance to the Legion. That's us. How do you feel about Kolek? Go fight Kolek. Get out of my territory. Absolute loon, leave. Can't trust you at all. We just teleport up on him. It doesn't tell you that it counts as an instant ambush, but it absolutely does. Mysterious Island.
Such prismatic.
So you stay here and get up to that ward saved here, and then we'll send you down after the Mysterious Island. 1500 for the Inn of Excess. All I'm going to be building, though, is anything that increases our Tzeentch glory or our overall income. Besides that, we'd best save. That way we can upgrade the Forbidden Citadel.
Daemon Prince.
Alright then, Kevin, you've gained yourself an additional skill point, which we are going to go ahead and throw into a Knowing Diplomat to increase our income across the board. Got a new blade. Chaos Sword. Which looks like it changes. Does it change anything at all? We've got Bolstered Command instead of the extra Winds of Magic reserve. Let's skill Leadership, Melee Attack, and Defense for everyone in range. That is very solid for a 50 meter radius. Slowing him down to 88 would give us a shield, extra armor per rank achieved. Let's go for that one as well. Magical blade and the skull of Captain Flint. Stuff. Now, since we aren't able to really see any ancillaries we're gaining, do we get any through? Got a new Coordinate Zealot, which we absolutely should not have with the Slaneshi Ulyress, but here we are. Also, with our mage here. Coordinate Zealots are just following them around to keep them in check. One toe out of line. That's it.
I will visit eternal torment upon all who
Two-headed
dare
chicken wants to
oppose
talk. Non-aggression pack for 300 gold. He's throwing down with Boris Ursus and the Sarl. Are you willing to give us more gold than you're currently offering? How about 350? What say you, Kairos? Ooh, even more? How about 375? That's a little bit too much. What about 370? Still too much. 65. You got yourself a deal, two-headed chicken.
Isaacs.
And another quest, Tale of the True Path. Well, I think this is the one for the Jedi Knight. Soaring Fortress of Tzeentch. Word is spread of a noble's son, a once great knight of the Empire who roams the Chaos Wastes in search of a greater purpose. Most remarkably, he bears the insignia of a Tzeentchian cult, Brethren of the Golden Eagle. His loyalties had him pursued doggedly for a time by the Templars of Sigmar, the Empire's witch hunters. But once they caught him, he proved his status as the greatest swordsman in his knightly order. Perhaps in his time, this champion in the making will make his way to us. But in the meantime, we must ensure there are more like-minded warriors to help him embrace Chaos. Oh, poor fool. He doesn't actually want to join Chaos, it was just kind of an accident, if I remember his story correctly there, old Akold. Ah. Christian revivalists are starting to push into your territory. What a good sign. Crow Brethren Roost. Let's first deal with the ancestral host here.
Crushing.
We got no one defending Khazad Gronpunt. It's a fun name. Oh, Longbeards. Let's set for a turn. Can we do any replenishing propa?
Daemon Prince.
How expensive is it to buy some more guys and just blend them together. Not doing much replenishing at all. It's gonna take 7 whole turns. In that case, let's finish them off quickly.
Doom is upon them.
Oh, Grombrindal's gonna join in. Finish them off quickly. We shall not. This will be a tough battle. 2 units of Longbeards, and Grombrindal has a couple Slayers himself, which will fall pretty quickly to Blue Horrors, but it's going to be a battle worthy of our position as a champion of Tzeentch. Do it. Alright, they are likely to deploy. Oh, they're all over in the corner. Just waiting for their reinforcements, which will take 1:48. We have lots of time to harass them. Kevin and Orlures, and then you, who can flee away a little bit easier. Actually, we'll bring the Blood Reaper as a guard for our nerd. Else gonna be sprinting up, try to take a defensive position on the other side of the river here. It was. We're gonna be moving up to this kind of choke point between the two areas. By then, we should be able to move Kevin and the Allures in to do all sorts of awful damage. Plan is to have these Grudge Throws rampage, and then we can deal with them with Blood Reaper or whatever we really want to. We've got lots of magical capabilities. Flyers. Wouldn't mind keeping the Guardian lads nearby, because these Dawi are definitely going to be lacking in any kind of magical attacks. Horrors there, and then the Devoted Marauders. Where do we want you guys? Fairly expendable you are. Something like that. Allow us to get across the creek and get up into position a little bit faster. Stay about here. No, I take it back. Need you a little ways out of danger zone. Very fragile our Seekers are. Incredibly dangerous. Alright, Shrieking Sky Rays, you also come on over and defend the main line. That looks good to me. Let's do some damage. Kevin and company, let's go ahead and move forward. Everyone else, let's get up the hill. Insatiable bloodlust. Then you two just gotta fall up this side. Kevin's job is going to be being an absolute monster. We're gonna drop some blue horrors off the side here. He does that. You're gonna come on over and try to stop everyone from moving. With this Tormentor's sword, and then once that happens, y'all are in for a really bad time. Hurry up and summon. Alright, friends are here. Let's go ahead and throw down the Inferno. You get moving again. Stay nearby. Their catapults are one of their most dangerous units. If they're gone, we are very safe. The Dawi will have to come across the battlefield to us. Something we really don't want to do. Oh, very well. You're doing a really good job at dodging the fire and knowing where it's going to go, but that's the catapult's gone. Longbeards are definitely a threat. Horde of Corn, and that's it unlocked for now. That's very fine. In fact, we can come out and back over here and be a huge nuisance and drop off an Infernal Gateway. That's just normal Dawi warriors. Here the Longbeards are. Fall back, everyone. Comes Grombrindal. Just keep saving the magic then. It's taking a long time to get through our blue horrors. Have our front line keep running. Our hero core, rather. Seekers in the woods. Let's get you guys up and around and in position. Everything else keep falling back. Cross the way here. You guys stay and fight. Kevin, you also. Let's go ahead and not enough of them dropped off. I'd prefer to go for the Tzeentch's Firestorm though, because they're all over the place. Tzeentch's Firestorm it is. Going back, moving this way so you don't get hit by those crossbows. We unleash the tornadoes. Ancient tornadoes. Get you on out of there. Kevin, your mission is accomplished. Now I just need to bring all of Grombrindal's men over. Little by little. Let's put this thing in the middle here to deal with. Bolt of Change would be pretty useful for that. Our Fury's moving. Side, and we'll grab all the other aerial units coming around this side as well. Kevin, go ahead and land on the Thane. If anyone else wants to fight, we can make that happen. Battle spells, those are cheap. Start clobbering. Go Bolt of Change on these Quarrelers. Valkyries moving on in as well.
The aesthetics are lethal.
The horrors are ready. Here comes a lot of Dawi. Alright, Seekers, you start moving across the field now. Let's hit these guys as well we can. Taking a lot of damage there, Kevin. Let's drop some extra friends. He's on fire. Let's slow them to a absolute crawl. Send the Blood Reapers wide, and then the Shrieking Sky Rays up at the top after these Quarrelers. Blasting those Quarrelers. Kevin is not winning his current battle, but I think he's got it. I believe in him. Feel the fire coming in. Let's pull away, so it looks like the Thane has retreated. Go here and help out with these Quarrel teams. Enjoy Doom, fools. We're going to keep the Shrieking Skyray rounds for the Slayers. Figure out the word I'm trying to go for. Go ahead and help out our Spear lads. Let's make these Dwarf Warriors what we can. You need to retreat. Whip through their lines just to break through the formation of it so you can flee.
I can't stop.
How you doing there, Kevin? You're doing great. The Slayers have arrived, so you need to run there, Seekers. Start firing on the Slayers. We'll grab the rest of our flyers and pull them away. Back, we'll bring you around to clobber this Thane. Reinforcements at all. Battle spells. Out of combat where you can there, Flyers. I need you in other positions in the map. Kevin versus Thane should go very well for Kevin. Keep all the Bloodthirsters on our side of the field. Everyone get them. Go, Marauders. Rip them asunder. We'll have these Seekers moving. Rot Flies do have a hard time getting out of combat. I guess so do our Sky Rays. Surrounded by any kind of Slayers. They said the Slayers passed. We'll drop this here. Good damage at all. All we can do is hope. Blast in. Blue Horrors are starting to run out of ammo, so they are now infantry. You need to come back uphill. Furies land in there and deal damage to you can. Kevin. Start yoinking out of the Veil some more magical energies. Her spells are not nearly as dangerous as Kevin's. Speaking of, let's have him come on up and crack down these miners. Blood Reaper. Flank that needs seeing too. Man, it's so dark, it's hard to see anything going on. Drop the Firestorm back here and hope it doesn't rip too much through our own lines. Skyrays are actually doing very good. Let's have the Blood Letters take care of the units that are surrounding Grombrindal, and everyone else can go around. Flaming Tornadoes are actually just ripping through the Dobby lines, which is beautiful to see. Charge right in here, stop them from leaving. Dude of Death. Or units round. Keep you back so you don't get exploded, but as soon as those Furies land, that's when you charge. Bloodletters go through. Those miners should not have fought for very long at all. Skyrays flee. Have the Rotflies sub in and start going down with Grombrindal. Drop the armor here on these Dobby warriors and we'll do our best to try to cease the fighting. We're not currently trying to slay someone. Get in there and rectify that situation. We need the horrors that still have ammunition fire on Slayers. Grombrindal's found Kevin. Pull Kevin away from that fighting. He wants none of that. Bring the Seekers around and they should be able to finish off whatever warriors are still in here. Pink Horrors, you fire on these Dwarf Warriors. Hellblade is active. Still don't want him fighting Grombrindal. Bloodletters, you finish off the Slayers, and then the Plague Drones can go after Grombrindal himself. Who fears nothing, mind you. How best to deal with him. I think he's completely unbreakable. He is indeed. Try our best to tire him out. If it swings in before the barrier leaves, then we'll pull him away. Seekers, go ahead and give it one good charge. Feels pretty good. Go ahead and rush after them. Skyrays do your thing. Seekers pull back after getting your charge bonus there. Kevin's about to lose his barriers. Pull them away. Bring some of these spearmen in. Let them fight. Anyone with a barrier is clear to throw down with Grombrindal. Come on back over. We'll get the Vein of Sludnash for the free damage. Get the Chaos Furies of Sludnash here. Drop Angry Santa's armor. Surely with all of this. And in the dark, the Greek White Wolf should fall. Maybe. There he goes. Health bar getting decimated. Let's make sure he can't move. And there he goes. All of Grombrindal. We have a few more Dobby to run down, and I will catch you all in a moment. Right, we pull out of that very difficult battle with more less losses than I expected. 133 demons fall. We get to keep most of our most important ones. We could probably sacrifice a few more of our Tzeentchian demons, but let's go ahead and offer this settlement up to Sludnash.
Vanguard, the ruinous crusade.
Master Musician for 10% more movement range, and then Dwarven Dread. Leadership will fight against the Dwarfs. It's too bad that doesn't also give them less leadership as well. Maybe only 2. Gandhar is on a Blood Throne now, a mighty demon engine clad in brass armor and driven into battle on iron shod wheels. Probably just gonna go straight into the Juggernaut and ignore the Blood Shrine. Unless it does anything really good for us. The Blood Throne itself, what is that? Gore Feast, Hellblade, of course, and then that Totem of Endless Bloodletting. Just leadership and vigor, huh? I think we can do better with the Juggernaut for sure. And that's all we're using. In fact, the Juggernaut doesn't have access to wounds, does he? No, it just moves them around. That'd be crazy. Let's go for the Obsidian Lodestone because we don't have anything else, but that keeps any kind of magic away from him further. We had to worry about any kind of spells coming out of the Nawi. Oh, Seeker for Chanthar.
Chaos incarnate.
Extra ways to drive people crazy is not a bad call, but I really like to be able to the ability to cure magical items after most of our battles.
Prince.
Or good old Chad here. Searing Doom and the Plague of Rust.
Kislev's fallen
While
champion.
Kevin only gained a single point because reasons. Let's give him the Knowing Diplomat. We can now get the Demonettes of Slanesh. And we've got the Ravaged Wings for more speed and physical resistance and the ability to take off. I think we like what we have more. Melee attack while fighting against Khorne. Let's just have more Aluresses, which we've probably maxed out our cap for now on them. In that case, what we likely need to do is ignore most of the other factions that are not Tzeentch. Seducing units are pretty good, but we just don't currently have the economy to make that happen. Switchable Plagues is going to be very useful for us. Let's maybe focus on Nurgle and Khorne, because Bloodletting is also incredible.
Supreme
We're going to try to get all of
champion.
the minor buffs. Take a look at all of the different combinations and mutations here. Ravaged these are indeed. We're going to go back to our aged wings. For our right arm, we've got now arm spikes. We can spike up our arms on either side if we wanted. No, I'm good. We're going to go back for the heavy bracers. Those have the gold. These look nice. Get on out of there. Huzzah
Chaos
to
rewards
Ghrom.
me once more.
We shall put in another income building. 21% extra gold. Yes, we need money. We need money most of all. Einar, what are you doing? You know full well your next enemy is going to be Kolek. Turn around and go deal with him. Leave.
Marvelous. Magical.
I'll see. Don't really want to add any of the ROR units that don't belong to Tzeentch and his squad, even though they would be very useful.
In affinity, hear my cry.
Alright, let's jump to the altar of spawns, and before we go out there, just in case it's something dangerous, we will add in a couple of extra spawn of Tzeentch here. So let's go. 2 spawn of Tzeentch. And then do some upgrading if we can. Oh, we can't quite.
We agree.
Let's go 1 spawn of Tzeentch.
Tzeentch's servants.
1 Zangor, since they're going to power up every single time we cast spells. Get rid of these Princes of Perfection eventually. Just pass them off to a Slaneshi Lord, which we will do eventually. Okay, with that we can actually upgrade the Forbidden Citadel as well. Tier 2. Oh, it's on the way, don't you worry. Stuff, and that will be our turn.
There is but one fate for all who oppose me. Consummate annihilation.
And he's just gonna declare war on us, just like that. He disliked Kolek more than us, but yeah, we should have figured that was coming. Even though I'm kind of surprised. All right, fair enough. He really didn't like that trespass warning. We're likely gonna get hit here at the Acelings Conclave. Yeah, that's pretty lame of you, my friend. bunch of Chaos Warhounds and some spawn of the normal variant. Tzeentchian spawn don't replenish. Do rip off all armor. Going to be a very tough battle, but I'm going to do what we can to hold back the Steel Feast Reaver's Tide. For now, though, I'm out of time for today. I've been at Space Wizards of the War. Leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub, though. See you in the next one.